Hello, in this tutorial we will explain with expressions such as the use of layouts, the use of partial view, and we will define them. In this lesson we begin the third part. That's why I call it the Visual Studio 2022. Right click and run as administrator. Do you approve on my other screen? I say create new project. And then I am writing a model here. After writing the model, see the two web projects coming out. What do you need to pay attention to here is C# or F#. Since we are going to be working on C#, I choose this and say next. And then let's do this by going to web application statements from here and pulling it to the source code app, becoming your Bootcamp project. I have created a folder here before, so I'm removing it because it was for testing purpose, no need difference. Now after deleting it, I choose to say select folder here, I can and say new Bootcamp. When you say OK, I say create it init, I come here and say I'm writing Bootcamp project. I say next, it asks us which one of we prefer as a framework. There is a 3.1, there is 5, there are 6 friends. I will work on 6. Authentication type none. Let us have an HTTP type configuration. Get HTTPS. And don't think Docker in this course because it will extend the duration of our course a lot. My goal is to provide you with the .NET beginners level training in a simple way. After selecting this, I say create and we go to the waiting stage for the creation of your project. Yes, our project has been created. It's an empty project, but as you will see in it, you have controls, models, and view folders. We also have properties, root layers, and dependency sections. The first view folders we will examine, view layer. So before I go to the views, I wonder how I can go to the bytecode. Each of this is an action. As the name suggests, this is one of the areas where we take action. According to certain rule in the sampler database, we prefer the records we have taken here in the final version and transfer the visual parts by wave. To do this, if you say right click, go to the while in action and a wave if you don't have one. If there is, friends again we reach our wave statement by saying right click, go to. See that in our wave statement there is a C# code written in the section statement. In fact, this is a data transfer expression with a wave data. I am going to talk about this for time being, that get hung up on it, and welcome statement in the written within HTML codes and the hash link is given. .NET says you have to do this to create a web project with core. I don't touch anything, I say friends run our projects. Let's see what offers is you. Usually, I wondered about the project we have now. Let's see together. Here, how I bring up your screen. Look, here it says Bootcamp project, so our project has a name. Home and privacy says, as you will see, the visual of our welcome expression in the welcome expression here, again in browser. Learn about was given a link here and change the blue phrase with the underline of the phrases here. Now, unless you add the feature .NET 5, a change you have made on the website is not reflected on the screen. Let's see if it's reflected in this. That's it. I hit welcome to and say check as. I open the browser and refresh page. As you can see, the change were not reflected here either. The operation that needed to done for this .NET for adding a value in our startup folder, we were waiting for a service. Let's add this with under .NET, under the controller, with view statement. .NET 5 is of course, let's stop our project. There was a phrase and razor runtime completion. With these statements, we would like to change you have met on razor sites at the right time to reflect it on the screen. Now, he can't recognize it. The reason why he can't recognize friend is very simple. Because we have a Nugget package manager for this. We need to add our project from within this framework statements. What's that? First of all, let's remove this. I don't want it to give us error during building. I came to the dependency section, manage Nugget package section, and write this in the browser section. And let's call it runtime completion and wait. I didn't come out completely, so I keep writing like this. Yes, this is coming, friends. See, the last version 607, I am saying install, it install it. It's currently performing the necessary downloads. When it's installed, here we inform you about the version that has been installed and its current status, friends. Sorry, I closed outputs. In accuracy, let's open it's like this. I even pinned the bottom section. Downloads are features. Are you sure all of this will be installed? Says. I say okay, I agree. The installation process has occurred. I go back to the program CS and following is where I define my service. After the container statement again came our point at razor runtime completion extension method. And then I open it and close friends is as allow. Now let's run our project again. Let's see your screen just now. If you remember, our screen actually said welcome. Welcome 6 happens seconds we add later. Now we couldn't see the change we made during the runtime on our screen. I know that is the time it will say welcome to on the screen because we will stop the project from scratch and work. But I want to get back to the old version. When we go back to the old version, I said come here. I came to the view section. As you can see, when I renewed our page, our change was reflected here, friends. It's very simple to see how the change we made in our project will lead to change on the view site. And concluding this lesson here, we will pick up the web part left off.